Ever since the Hideaway went hard aground on the Health Issues Reef, we've been trying to find the other door. You know the one that opens to replace the closed door you hear so much about. This time, the other door has to fit the crew's new normal abilities. We searched the country, low, high, wet, and dry. We may have found a proverbial stairway to paradise near Vicksburg along the Mississippi River, but the stairway had no door. We sailed a small gaff-rigged cat on an old Florida backwater, but found the hands to lines ratio uncomfortable and the non-skid deck skiddable at just the moment. Climbing every mountain has its appeal, as we observed in Utah, as long as the mountain doesn't get too high too fast or the trail too long. We've hiked an Arizona forest where the only things petrified were the trees. While interesting, it wasn't as much fun as watching Great Plains relatives' first time sailing reefed down in a good blow. We toured the shores of Lake Eufaula in Oklahoma, where we learned not to mess with their honeybees. Shown here on a nearby lake, more known for its large alligators than water sports, the powered surfboard looks easy and fun to do to this geezer. You can quit laughing now. We keep getting pulled back to the wetter part of life. It's a different experience to appreciate a lake from the shore than it is floating on it. Either sends everyday problems to the forget-all-worries side of your brain. Maybe the exciting world of radio-controlled sailboat racing? You sit in a picnic shelter under shady oak trees by a small lake with a dock and radio-controlled boat launching facilities, and have the advantage of smaller gators should something go awry. Lately, we've discovered the joys of kayaking, the best part of which is floating, drifting really, doing nothing. If you do it long enough, you may see a bird flying underwater to catch a fish, or watch competing pelicans dive for lunch just off your bow. Canoeing offers a similar experience, however it's less likely to be found drifting since there are two people involved and one of them wants to move on before the storm arrives. Fortunately, our sailing club has acquired a fleet of castaway kayaks. It's sort of like borrowing old shoes. The cost is right, the shine is gone, and they don't fit very well. This video records our first successful kayak outing. We didn't paddle far, and we're only in the water for an hour before our energy ran dry. We learned that we don't fit well in 9.5-foot sit-in kayaks. The dilemma is that our new-to-us pickup truck with the super cab has a bed that's super small, unfit for the 12-foot kayaks we need.
I wasn't paying attention to where I was going, and I was almost in the mangroves. I actually had to back up. I was practicing my stroke and not thinking of where I was going.
I'm glad you drive better. I was practicing driving, officer. I didn't see the building.
Oh, there's a fish here. There's a fish nibbling on the barnacles.
There's a what?
A fish. It's striped. I don't know what kind it is. It's down deeper now.
We're drifting into the mangroves, so maybe we ought to mosey on, huh?
You could mosey on.
Mosey on.
With a nice resting cotton.
I'll follow you. At a distance. Because I can't use the camera and paddle at the same time. Oh well.
You have to figure out how to do it around your head.
Yeah, I do have some stuff that might work for that.
I thought you did.
Well, those are 9-foot kayaks, so other than being uncomfortable for my feet, not bad. So if we had another foot out here, that's not too bad of a hangover. We can might be able to work with that. But for now, let's go find some air conditioning.
So for now, it's borrowed kayaks and woods walking, where just the other day, a rusty-colored rock at my feet takes flight before my brain can assemble the juvenile red-tailed hawk, encouraging me to stop walking and start sitting on a bench, a log, or a comfy rock. None of which sail the weather well, it's been pointed out. The hunt continues. Any suggestions for a couple pushing 148 years of messing about? Please comment below.